Well, let's be honest. Airplanes are already impressive, but some of them? They're so massive they make regular jets look like toy drones. These flying beasts haul tanks, wings, and even other planes, so buckle up, hit that like button before we run out of runway, and get ready for the top 10 biggest planes in the world, counted from big to straight up ridiculous. Number 10. Tupolev TU160 Blackjack. Supersonic with an attitude. A Cold War beast built to fly fast, fly far, and terrify anything in its path. Nicknamed Blackjack, this Russian strategic bomber is the largest and heaviest supersonic aircraft ever built. Its variable sweep wings move mid-flight, shifting between fighter jet and flying brick mode. That's 1,300 plus miles per hour. Range 7,600 miles. Payload 88,000 pounds of anything from free-fall bombs to nuclear cruise missiles. It's like if a piano-sized stealth missile had a baby with a Concorde. Not to be dramatic, but if this thing's headed your way, don't be at home. Number 9. C17 Globemaster III, the tactical T-Rex. The C17 Globemaster III doesn't just sound intimidating, it delivers. At 174 feet long and 169 feet wide, this American military transport beast carries 85 tons of cargo, including tanks, artillery, and even 3 Apache helicopters at once. It's like a flying garage for war machines. It's also crazy versatile. Troop transport, medevac, cargo drops, you name it. It can land on rough, unpaved runways and spin back up in record time. Plus, it can carry over 100 paratroopers for mid-air deployment, so yeah, it's practical, but mostly it just looks like it could eat a 737 for breakfast. Number 8. Airbus Beluga XL, the flying whale. Imagine a plane so chunky and weird looking that it literally gets named after a whale. The Beluga XL is Airbus's internal logistics legend, with a massive forehead-shaped upper fuselage that makes it the derpiest giant in the sky. But don't let its face fool you, this thing is a brute. It's 207 feet long, 63 feet tall, and can carry 51 tons of airplane parts like wings and fuselages. Its cargo hold is 78,000 cubic feet, enough to fit a small house. Airbus built it to move airplane parts so they could make more planes that would eventually move more parts. A flying matryoshka of aviation. Number 7. Illusian IL76, Soviet workhorse with no chill. The IL76 doesn't care about being pretty. It's a Russian heavy lifter known for being rugged, reliable, and about as subtle as a brick through your window. At 152 feet long with a 165-foot wingspan, it's been hauling military gear, humanitarian aid, and disaster relief cargo since the 1970s. It's got a payload of 110 tons and can take off from dirt runways, which makes it ideal for, well, anywhere with chaos. Think war zones, natural disasters, or last-minute vodka deliveries. It may not be flashy, but this flying tank has seen more action than a Bond villain's escape vehicle. Number 6. Hughes H4 Hercules, the wooden wonder. Now for a curveball. The Hughes H4 Hercules, aka the Spruce Goose, is the largest flying boat and the biggest wooden aircraft ever built. Why wood? Because World War II rationed aluminum, and billionaire Howard Hughes said, fine, I'll build the plane out of trees. At 219 feet long with a 320-foot wingspan, it's still the widest wingspan ever made. But here's the kicker. It only flew once, for 1 mile, at 70 feet of altitude, and never again. A one-hit wonder in the most literal sense, but hey, if you're gonna flex with a tree plane. Number 5, the Boeing Dreamlifter, the cargo camel. Imagine a 747 that swallowed another airplane, and that's the Dreamlifter. Designed by Boeing to haul 787 Dreamliner parts across continents, this super-modified 747-400 looks like it skipped leg day and only worked out its torso. It can carry 65,000 cubic feet of cargo, more than 3 times the volume of a standard 747. It also has a swing-open tail so cargo loads straight in. Entire fuselage sections, wings, and even other smaller aircraft? No problem. This thing is like a FedEx van with jet engines, but faster, and louder, and more glorious. Number 4, Stratolaunch Rock, the sky's double-wide surprise. What has 2 fuselages, 6 engines, and a wingspan wider than that of a football field? No, it's not an aviation meme, it's the Stratolaunch Rock, the world's largest wingspan aircraft ever flown at a ridiculous 385 feet across. Originally developed by Microsoft co-founder Paul Allen, this twin-bodied behemoth was designed to launch rockets mid-air. It runs on 6 Boeing 747 engines, has 28 wheels, and features 2 cockpits. Only one actually works. It's basically what happens when you tape 2 planes together and say, hey, let's launch a satellite. First flight, April 2019. Mission? Still evolving. Currently testing hypersonic vehicles. It's bizarre, brilliant, and looks like it's perpetually trying to high-five itself. You've come this far. Go full throttle. Like, subscribe, and we'll keep flying weird with our next top 3. Number 3, the McDonnell Douglas KC-10 Extender, the flying gas station. At number 3, we've got a plane that fuels everything else. The KC-10 Extender is the largest aerial refueling aircraft ever built. It's like a flying gas station with wings and a crew. With a fuel capacity of 356,000 pounds, this aircraft can keep fighters, bombers, and other tankers flying for hours. It's based on the DC-10, but the Extender got an internal makeover to add refueling booms, cargo space, and even a medevac configuration. Basically, it can fly around the world, fuel anything that flies, and pick up a few tanks or patients on the way, all while looking like a commercial airliner that joined the military. Number 2. North American XB-70 Valkyrie, the supersonic queen. The Valkyrie sounds like something out of Star Wars, but this Cold-era bomber was very real and very ridiculous. 6 engines, top speed of Mach 3, that's over 2,000 miles per hour, altitude 70,000 feet. It was designed to outrun nuclear missiles. You know, no big deal. Only 2 prototypes were ever built and only 1 survived testing. But its influence lived on. It featured canards, drooping wing tips, and heat-absorbing honeycomb wings. The Valkyrie was too fast, too expensive, and too ahead of its time. Still, it's one of the most advanced and awe-inspiring planes to ever hit the stratosphere. Number 1. Antonov An-225 Mriya, the biggest, baddest bird of them all. And now, the king of the skies, the Antonov An-225 Mriya. Built by the Soviet Union to carry space shuttles, this 6-engine, 640-ton Titan is the heaviest and longest aircraft ever flown. The wingspan is 290 feet. Cargo bay, 141 feet long, 21 feet high and wide. That's big enough to carry tanks, helicopters, satellites, even another plane. It holds records for the heaviest single payload ever airlifted, over 275 tons, and has transported everything from wind turbines to COVID supplies. Sadly, the only An-225 was destroyed during the 2022 invasion of Ukraine, but plans are underway to rebuild it. Why? Because legends don't go down without a comeback.